Good morning, wonderful people. How is everybody doing on this Sunday? Sounds good. Picture's good. We're in business so far on this Sunday. And good morning to all of you. It is so good to be here. So good to be a humble servant in your day. We're going to make some grub today. Some hamburger tomato things. We'll get to that in a minute, though. Today it's supposed to be a high 83 in Jackson, Ohio. It looks pretty overcast. Look like rain any minute. The humidity feels pretty high. I got the windows open, so if I need to run, I may have to run and shut the window uh, on the front door and in the living room. So if you don't mind, if it starts raining or doing something crazy, I'll have to do that. So how are you guys doing today? I hope you're doing well. Hope you made it through Saturday night. Some of you lively, carrying on, having a good time. Hope you did it safely. You know, that'll pass with age, hopefully. I know it did with me, and medical reasons. I had a lot of medical reasons, quit carrying on and acting a fool at 33. Kind of changed my ways for the better. I had to go through a lot of hell to get here, though. So what have I done today? I have gotten things ready for the kitchen here, situated, all the cameras checked, the statements in the feeds and everything else situated. So I got all that done. I got a little bit done around the house. I did not go for a walk today. I got dishes done. I did not go for a walk today, saving my leg power for some mowing later on today if I can get my gumption up to it. I did wake up this morning pretty groggily, pretty tired, pretty weak, and all that kind of stuff. And I had a really hard start at the morning. So I had to sit on the couch. I fell asleep and I was sitting up under a blanket for an hour. And then I struggled from there to get motivated, get going, get some coffee in me, and doing that kind of thing. And I am finally here at half speed. I might have to get to three-quarter speed to mow that grass out there and push that mower up and down the hills and get things situated. But I got to do it before the 5 days of rain come from the hurricane. And I hope everybody made it safe out of the hurricane and all those kind of things. Made it safe through it, you and little friends and everybody associated, everybody you love and care about, even those people you didn't, your neighbors, maybe you didn't get along with a neighbor, but it's no reason to wish ill will. An emergency, we're all needy, we're all humble, and we all need help. And it is up to our empathy to help those that are in need. And that's what I try to do every time I stream. I'm helping you, but I'm also helping me. It's come to my attention several times over the last couple months that I share too much, that I divulge too much information about myself. Well, I'm sorry if it offends anybody, but my intent, the things that I mean to do, is to help people. I understand being mentally ill for, 18 years, my whole life, but really diagnosed under treatment the last 18 years of my life. It has gotten very lonely. It has been extremely difficult. And the hardships have been never ending. To be misunderstood, dramatized, unforgiven, all those things I've been through. So, with me being here and sharing my stories, my personal life, honest stories, I'm hoping to reach out to those that are out there and say it's okay. I've been in your shoes. I've walked your mile, and I understand what you're going through. It is very difficult. It is different being very different, being odd, being misunderstood. It is so hard and everything else. And the more of us that group together, this is kind of like what do they call that? A group session where people talk and that kind of things. And feel free to DM me, direct message me, And anybody that's being totally obscene or irresponsible, that privilege will get banned. But I have talked to a few that needed another kindred soul, somebody else has been through what they've been through, to talk to, and I was happy to be here for them. And they helped me on my journey, realizing that yes, I am not the only one, in my efforts to hopefully help them and let them know they're not the only one. And the other thing is education. For those that are not suffering, that are going through, maybe they get a loved one, maybe they get a significant other, maybe they get a parent, a friend, that are going through hard times, going through mental health issues, going through life challenges. They don't know where to begin. They don't understand. They don't know what's going on. And I have the utmost compassion and empathy for those people because they're trying to help their loved ones, be it their friends, their family, the people they care about. I really, really do want to reach out to them. And through, you may not say nothing, you may lurk and chat and stuff like that, but to be here for you, to give you an example, to give you experiences, real life experiences, and some of them are really, really ugly. I've had some really bad luck with doctors and medicine and all that kind of stuff. And so when things go bad, I understand because they went bad for me for more than a decade. So I'm here for you. I'm trying to help. I'm trying to educate. I'm trying to be a kindred spirit. And not only that, you guys are helping me. You're helping me with my cognitive abilities to learn to puzzle, to sort out, to deal with problems, deal with, social anxieties, deal with, making new friends, being, basically sociable, and many, many other things like that. Talking about, my own problems, what I'm going through. And at times I've come to the recognition of, well, that wasn't right that I did, or that was right. Have this epiphany and grow. And that's the other big point. I'm hoping everybody grows in the best and most prosperous ways, and loving and healing and helping each other. I've created this safe place for that. I've had people giving me money, want to give me more money and all that kind of stuff, and I said, "You're hurting my tax returns. You're screwing things up. I'm not here to make $1 million. I am not here to make $1 million. I'm not here to make one penny. If I don't make one penny, I'm a happy soul. I'm not in this for that. I'm in this for everything I just talked about." And I'm not in this to make, drama and a million followers and the greatest mental health advocate, social tycoon there is on Twitch. That's not my forte either. It's going to take a lot to get me up to a higher number of people just to talk to them. We have a small group, a healthy small group, and things are going well with them. And I'm growing and learning how to work with those people. And they have been very kind to me and very forgiving and very empathetic with me when I've had some really, really bad days. So the kindness that I'm giving out, the kindness that I'm sharing, people in chat are sharing that kindness, that empathy, that love back to me. And sometimes it doesn't take much for either one of us to do much other than just let each other know we're there. Not to be by yourself in the middle of the storm when the hell and chaos are racing through your mind or your body because of the medicine or because of your condition. Being there for somebody else, being a human being. And that's what this mission of this channel is. That's what this mission is. So, yes, I do share too much. Some things I'm going to cut back on, some things that are harmful to me. And I got to kind of dice in between those because I feel like, I'm being pretty open now and, not hurting me per se, but, and just being open and honest does wonders for everybody. But I'm going to have to cut a few things out of it and kind of hesitate on a few things, but it's not going to be that much because I'm here to help. I'm here to tell a story. I'm here to educate. I'm here to learn for myself, socialize to my cognitive abilities and everything else. And we're all human beings running around on this planet, and you keep hearing me say it. My hands are shaking today, sorry. We got that much time to live on this planet, and we got to live with each other. We may not get along with each other, everybody, and you may, have to put some people in their separate corners, harmful, evil, twisted people. We don't want those in our families' lives and our lives and stuff like that. That are people, but there are people that are just struggling, that just need some love and need some understanding, that'll bloom into a beautiful flower, into a beautiful human being they've always wanted to become. They just got to get through this storm. And it's up to all of us that want to help, and you don't have to help if you don't want to, and help each other get through those hard times. And different stresses and anxieties cause that more and more, causes problems, causes heartache, causes grief. Life is hard. Life is very hard. So, for all of us that are here, thank you for being the fabulous, wonderful, loving people that you are. I am so glad to be a part of this group. I'm not the leader, I'm a part of this group, and I'm very thankful. And for those that come to me seeking advice or seeking, kindred spirits, I hope I help you. But I always will tell you to go to a therapist and a psychiatrist and seek medication. And if you're in bad enough shape to go to the hospital, have a friend take you, because I've driven to the hospital to go to the mental hospital and not been in really good shape, and it was really hard. It was scary. Have a friend take you, a loved one, a parent, and have them explain. Say, hey, tell them what I'm going through, what I've been through, and they'll make space for you, and they'll usher you back, and they'll sit down and talk to you, and they'll get you the help that you need. There's no shame in it. I have been in the mental health hospital 3 times. One was a care center, wasn't really a hospital. But the other 2 times I was in the hospital, and I was hoping to get a little bit better. Sometimes afterwards, it took a while to find the right doctor, but eventually I did get doing better until I am here today. And I want to thank all my doctors. I have a fabulous psychiatrist that's really, really analytical, down to earth, has empathy, understanding, and has a real capacity to see things. And that visionary, I'm glad to have him on my team. And my therapist, he's a great guy. He keeps me going. He keeps me there. He keeps me at a point driven at. Sometimes he doesn't do things that I want him to do as fast as I want him to do, but that's my fault. I don't understand what he's trying to get to and what he's trying to get done. So I just general remind, and I keep working on me, and I keep talking about the things I'm working on and the things I'm doing. And my medical doctor, great guy, helped me through this year through diabetes, helped me through the heart doctor, the cardiologist, gave me some advice and stuff like that. And I didn't end up taking it, but I talked to the cardiologist and turned back around from there. I got that sorted out for the time being. I see him again in 3 or 4 months. Let's pray that I'm eating well, like we're going to do today, and I'm getting my exercise like I'm going to get today, pushing the lawnmower, and my mental well-being, working with you guys and loving you guys and helping you guys really are the key factors on getting a healthy life and everything else. And I have started to do that this last year on the healthy eating better and the more exercise, but on medications and all the doctor and stuff. About 5 years ago, my psychiatrist helped me, got me off a lot of the meds that the doctors like, oh, you need this and you need this. And it had changed my life overnight. And I slowly become out of my trauma, out of my PTSD. It's still strong, it's still there, but it's not as bad as what it was. And then, my bipolar, things get settled down, get keeled out, even keel. So I get stable, I get healthy. And slowly, as he took me off these medications over the last 4 or 5 years, I have become a better person. I've become more the new person that I wanted to be, and now I'm getting healthy and I'm happy. So there is hope. It has been a 20-year journey, but you guys were a part of that, and I want to thank you. And you can't expect other people to do all that work for you. They can only support you and give you advice. You have to pick up the load and carry it down that mile, that 5 miles, that 20 miles, that 20 years down the road. You have to carry that load and get it sorted out and set things down when you're done with them. That trauma, I'm tired of being traumatized. Let me heal from that. My bipolar one, let me take my medicine, let me eat and sleep correctly so I get stable. I got to do that. I got to set that down. I got to do the right thing. I got to quit fighting it and do it. All those things matter. What the doctors say, the good doctors, it really does matter. It can make a whole life difference. And I am 50. I am grandpa, as some people say. And basically from there, I got another 15 or 20 years of my life left, and I'm hoping to live it the best I can, the most happiest, the the simplest, the best life I can. And what I was thinking, that thought jumped into my mind. I told my therapist the other day, she says, "What are you going to do?" I said, "I want to fall in love with life again." For 20 years, I have fought, struggled, clawed, bled out on the floor, and had just a hard time. And turned back from there. Now I got some sunlight. The flowers are blooming, and the people are, I know most of the ones to pick out and weed out and set over into the corner, but the people are good people. I'm seeing goodness in people again. So, that is wonderful. I want to fall in love with life. And I offer you that invitation to fall in love with life. It is so hard. It is so wicked. It is so cruel. There is love out there for life. I hope you can find it. Let's make some chicken. All right, guys, what are we doing today? Let's see here. According to this, we need 1 lab of ground chicken, 1/4 cup of Parmesan cheese, 2 cloves of garlic. I got some new garlic, guys. Be proud of me. Be proud of me. And I sharpened my knives again. And I'll do it again this week, and I think they'll be sharp after that. I got a diamond sharpener in my sharpener, and it's electronic, or electric, and it does a fine job, but it just, Damascus steel, hardened steel, just takes a lot. 2 tablespoons of torn basil leaves. Those look rough, been in there for a while, sorry. 1/2 a tablespoon of balsamic vinegar and glazed vinegar. We got the good stuff from the other meals. Kosher salt, covered. Freshly ground black pepper, covered. 1 tablespoon extra virgin olive oil. I think that's for frying. 5 thick slices of fresh mozzarella. We do not have fresh mozzarella. But we got a little something, something. 5 slicing tomatoes. We're only going to need 1 tomato. He's sweating pretty good. 1 cup of baby spinach. I just got that too, and it's doing some wild, funky stuff in the fridge. Balsamic glaze, the balsamic glaze. Let's shut the refrigerator. Refrigerator's at its coldest temp. Odd, odd. All right. In a bowl, in a large bowl, combined ground chicken. Hope you guys are planning to have a good week this week. Get some food prep done today. Wash this chicken off this knife. Want to heat this skillet up a little early. We're not going to put oil in it yet, but it's a cast iron, so we should let it be able to get a little heated. Put it up to noon. So it says combined ground chicken, Parmesan. How much Parmesan do we need? 1/4 of a cup. Say it's a 1/4 cup. Into the sink, sir. All right, put that in plastic bags so don't ruin it. All right. Parmesan garlic. How much garlic? 2 cloves. 2 cloves of garlic. Being a little wasteful, but I don't eat that much garlic. I should. It's supposed to be good for your heart. It's supposed to be. Up there's a little leaf on top. Good thing I did throw it away. Those knives are much sharper. All right, get this back in review. So what I got to do this week, I got therapy on Wednesday. Let's see what else. That's it this week. Next week after that, it's going to be busy. I had to see my psychiatrist. I had to see my therapist. Gotta mow the grass. I gotta pay bills. I suppose the bills can wait a little while, but all right. Good morning. Not upon Dan, you have a good morning. Thanks for being here, chatting away. Hope you're doing well over there, kind sir. Hope you're doing well. Basil. How much basil? 2 torn 2 teaspoons of torn basil. We're going to cut the legs off of these things. They got one hell of a long stem. Now, balsamic vinegar, half a tablespoon. I love the smell of vinegar. Salt and pepper. Salt and pepper. All right. Mix them up. Turn them into chicken balls. This is PG-13, so keep the bad thoughts out of the show, guys. Chicken patties. We got 4. I'm sure they'll shrink. All right. We're going to put some olive oil in this. It doesn't say, but it's a good place to. My hands are shaking. Probably ought to get my lithium tested. That needs turned down just a little bit. Change the water after the chicken. Little droplets of water on the floor. All right, I spilled some water on the carpet, on the rug. That basil needs to go. I don't know what they did to it at the store, but it was awful dribbly. So it's out of here. Sorry. My hands were full of gunk, and I had to wash my hands, and I washed the bowl, then I got to the camera. When my fingers were clean. Let's see what these look like. We check this, make sure no monsters got in. No monsters. And I think they're cleaning all the vegetables at the store. From what I've noticed the last 2 or 3 weeks, 2 weeks for sure, is things are coming out a little extra wet out of the supermarket. Now, be it some cleaning solution or being them rinsing it or washing it off or whatever they're doing, veggies are coming out a little soggy. So anything else? No, things are very quiet. Just trying to do the best I can. Today's going to be another quick show, if you can't tell. The burgers are almost done. Got to slap some cheese on them from what I've read. Cut up the tomato, and put some spinach on the tomato a little bit. Put some glaze. Put the hamburger on the. Oh, you got to season the tomato, the top and the bottom, and then put the spinach on. Put the chicken burger on, and then turn about, put the glaze on, and there you go. Voila! It's time to make one heck of a mess. You notice what I did too. Anytime you're dealing with raw chicken or raw meats, I even hamburger. My parents got on to me real bad about prepping hamburger. Make sure you don't do it on wood. The pores on the wood soak up the funk out of the gunk out of the chicken or lamb or beef or pork or whatever you got going on out of the meat, the pores, and then it starts rotting in there and getting all funky and nasty, and you gotta throw away your cutting board or whatever else because it just got funky. It's got bacteria and everything else growing in it. So do not cut meat on a cutting board unless it's a plastic one, which I have several here. And then anytime I use a bowl, I try to keep everything separated, everything away from it. I clean up anything that falls out. I wash my hands thoroughly. And then when I wash the dishes, I wash them right away. I don't let them set out in the open. I wash it like I did the chicken bowl, the mixing bowl for the chicken. I dump the water. I change the rags. I should have rinsed out the sink better. But then made a new a sink full of dish soap, dishwater, and go at it like that. Very important. And also don't use no wood spatulas or wood spoons or anything else when you're dealing with meat. It's the same thing, the same principle. So that's something to take away for good for. Some people know that, but it took a long time for me to figure that out. I had to be told. I also watched some chefs on TV back in the day, 15 years ago, and I was trying to learn as much as I could about cooking, and that's some of the stuff they were saying, and that stuff gets just inhabited by bacteria, and you don't want to do that. And always check your meat temperature. Get you a good thermometer. My kid sister and her family got me this one, which is very nice. I use it mostly. Couple more degrees, 5 more on that one. 10 more on that one. I look for 165. That guy's 165. That guy's 170. 170 now. You want to check the thickest part? Well, thank you. Scared the world out of me. I appreciate it. Posture, yes, my posture is horrible, dear kind soul. That's 170. So we're gonna let those sit a little bit more because it's chicken. Wash your tools off. Get me a piece of cheese. My posture is horrible, sir. You're absolutely right. Good to see you today, kind soul. Hope you're doing well. You can blame my standing posture on baling too much hay. And you get under Eldon Klein's profile in Discord under Game Night with Family and Friends, and I have pictures of me baling hay, heavy duty monster hay, and I did that a lot in my life. Don't drop it on the floor. It's hard work as a youth, as a youngin'. I did all my physical work 20 years ago, and I did some heavy duty mental work when the job I used to work. But the worst mental anguish and hard work that I've ever done has been the last 20 years. Dealing with my disability has been totally, totally eye opening and hard. I'm cooking a non-bun bruschetta burger, a chicken burger, and it's got basil, Parmesan cheese in it, salt and pepper, balsamic vinegar, and had something else in it. Oh, minced garlic. It had all that stuff in there, and we cooked up the hamburger. Turn this off. Into spinach. We're going to call that on the mozzarella. Don't cut the finger. Now we're going to cut that part out just because I don't like it. All right. Part I've been waiting for to see what this is about. Ooh, it's thick. I'll enjoy this later, hopefully. So much stuff again. Gotta eat that. All right, as we always do, guys. Looks fancy. We're gonna see how it is. I got a mess going on. Let me clean up my mess and get a picture. A white people burger. Yes, a chicken burger. All right. Be good in Discord later. All right. Now what are we doing? Little prayer, guys. Thank you, God, for this day. Thank you for the patience and understanding and love that we can have for other people, the empathy, the compassion, the forgiveness. It is a blessing. It is merciful. And thank you, dear Lord, for giving us the capability of doing it. I wish more people did. I love you, Jesus Christ. Amen. Amen. All right. That is going to take a knife. You might have to get a couple bites of this one. Let us see. That is an awesome chicken burger. That is awesome. I didn't cut it flat. That is awesome. All the vegetables are real strong and needed a good strong set of vegetables. Lots of salt and pepper, which did really good. The balsamic vinegar glaze was awesome. Really brought things out in it. And the balsamic vinegar inside the chicken, really good. Could have used maybe a little bit more garlic or stuck in there. I didn't mix it around enough. The Parmesan cheese was excellent. I will make a mess of myself in that chicken burger. And I want to say thank you again. It's fallen over the Tower of Pisa or whatever it's called. So turn back around from there. I hope all of you have a beautiful day. Enjoy each other. Please do that. Love. Sometimes the hardest thing is starting that conversation after an argument. And sometimes it's feeling weak, saying, hey, I'll give in a little bit here. Will you give in on the other side? You just don't know. So it's a chance you take. But it's a chance we all got to take to make it a better place. Maybe it's a loved one, a parent, a brother, a sister, a child, a friend. It all takes is somebody taking that effort. It may take a couple days or a week to cool your head, cool down a little bit, but it is well worth it. Whoever's willing to take that first step, and if it's a good friend, it's a compassionate, if it's empathetic, somebody that loves you will say, "Oh, I made this mistake too. I shouldn't have done that." And you will negotiate and work together on making your relationship better. For those aren't mature enough and understanding, want to blame other things, the shadow, or you want to blame something else over here, or this other person, or all those kind of things, and not take up your responsibility. That's a level of immaturity. And there's nothing you can do about it. You can't make a person, do things they don't understand. It's impossible. I've tried. So you got to wait and well, you can try to explain it, but you got to most of the time you got to wait for them to figure it out, and by then a lot of the times it's too late. So don't let it be too late. Get in there and fix those relationships. It's well worth it. It could be somebody, that's older, a parent maybe you had a disagreement with a few years ago. Maybe you're seeing things a little bit different. Your heart's a little bit bigger. You've been hurt some more. You get a little bit more forgiveness in your soul. And turn back around from there. You say, hey, I made this mistake, Dad or Mom. I'm sorry. Not everything was perfect. There's been some other mistakes. But I want to try to do better and build a better relationship. And that, my friends, is the starting path of a beautiful relationship. So, guys, I love you. Try to barbecue. These are well worth it. These are not as good as a teriyaki, but it's a good fourth or fifth place. It's very good. I love you. Take care of yourself. I told you it'd be a quick one today. So, I got to go mow the grass. Hey, 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 hey. So, take care of yourselves. And I got leftovers. So I got to put this away and clean up. I love you. Take care of yourself. We're all here to help. This is a safe environment. Thank you for making it so. I'm not the only one that makes it so. You guys make it so too. So thank you. See you Thursday.